Hello, and welcome to Honest Tea, Employee Travel Guide to France. Within this guide, we will be talking about the culture and customs of France, the proper business etiquette for communication and relationships, how to negotiate effectively in France, and finally, any other helpful traveling facts you may need, so you're able to enjoy your time in this beautiful country to the best of your ability. First, let's start off with the culture and customs in France. The dominant language is 88% of the first language spoken in the overall population, and the dominant religion in this part of the world is Roman Catholic. To continue on with customs and cultures, let's view how the French view their relationship statuses with others. I would like to stress a few things here. The French are very private people. The way they treat people depends on who's in their social circle and whom is not. Not to worry though, French are generally very polite for all interactions. They just are more comfortable in front of close family and friends. Now that you have more insight on the French culture and customs, let's take a look at some relationship and communication skills you will need to help seal the deal for Honest Tea. First, communication is key to the French, especially written communication, simply because it's the most formal. Written communication is often used for relaying information to your French business colleagues or scheduling a meeting by the secretary. Meetings should be made within 2 weeks minimum of the desired date. Although written is preferred, you can call and make an appointment. A bad time to schedule meetings in France is during the months of July and August, due to them being more than likely on vacation during this time period. The next aspect that will help you to seal the deal for Honest Tea in France is negotiation etiquette. Some aspects you will need to understand to have the potential of having the winning outcome is to understand that proper cultural negotiation is key, no matter what country you are in. The first and probably one of the most important things to understand about French negotiation yourself is to realize you must have patience, because negotiations usually happen fairly slowly. Another item to remember during negotiation is to avoid being the high-pressure, pushy salesman or woman. This can be very counterproductive. The French prefer logical presentation, so that they are able to see the full advantage of the product being presented to them. Logic is a strong factor in French culture decision-making, so try to remember to argue your point with logic. This does not mean to have no manners or to be rude. Instead, debate well and show them your knowledge on all situations. However, be prepared for parts of the discussion to become very intense and heated at moments. Now that you have some more insight on how to seal the deal by formalities, let's take a look at some other facts about the culture of France to help you succeed. First, let's make sure you're dressed appropriately. French love fashion. Let's always remember that. So what does that mean for you? As a foreigner to France, you are not expected to dress exactly like the culture. However, you should wear good quality items. Men should wear dark colored suits, and women have the option of either business suits or elegant dresses with soft colors. Now, let's look at dinner etiquette. To equip the clothing etiquette you just learned about. It's a rarity if the French invite you to dinner, but if you are invited, here are some things to keep in mind. Dining etiquette is very simple. Show up on time. If you're going to be more than 10 minutes late, call and notify the host. If it's a large dinner party, send flowers a day before so they are able to be displayed during the event that is occurring. Next item to keep in mind is your table manners. I am going to go into minute detail on this since it's a rarity French have business dinners. However, some important things to know on table etiquette are: first, finish everything on your plate. Second, leave your wine glass almost all the way full if you no longer desire more wine. Third, if you're not finished eating, cross your knife and fork on your plate. And finally, don't eat until the hostess says bon appetit. I recommend looking up more information on table manners if you think you'll be having dinner meetings during your stay. The final items I'm going to address is the French take on gift giving. The best response is, it's easier to not give any gift at all, for they are very particular on certain items. However, if you feel as if you must, it's best to give them a book, some type of music, or wine from your country. Please don't be offended if they do not open the wine for dinner. The French like to choose the best wine to fit the dinner that was made for the event. The French culture varies greatly from the American. That is why it is helpful to have some ideas on how to approach items while conducting business. I hope these etiquette techniques will help you have a glorious time in France. Have safe and happy travels. Salut!